Good morning, everybody. I hope you had a really good weekend. Weather on Saturday was beautiful, weather yesterday stunk, and then this morning, I have to say, I was pretty depressed to see snow on the ground. And then I remembered I don't have to go to school today, so I don't have to drive in it. Um, Unfortunately, though, that means that I'm going to be stuck inside with my children all day long. Um, but it'll be fine. So the first thing I wanted to share with you this morning is your results from the weekly check-in on Thursday. As you can see, if you can read this graph or this chart, this pie chart, we basically are split 50-50 on what types of lessons y'all like. So at this point, the reasoning for the New York Times articles for a lot of you was that it's easier, and I get it. And a part of me wants to give you easier work because I know how overwhelmed you are. But I have been quite troubled with what to provide for you all, because one of my concerns is that if I give you new learning, like the stuff we were doing last week, if you have classmates that are really struggling to get online, or they're busy taking care of siblings, which some of you are, that means that some of you are getting the learning and some of you are not. Some of you have family at home that's helping you. Some of you have family that's still working and they're unable to. Some of your parents may not speak the language. Oh, some of your parents might not speak the language that the information is in. So, excuse me, I've got hair in my mouth. So as of right now, I am going to kind of try to keep up a 50-50. We're going to do 50% New York Times, 50% of the reconstruction work, knowing that it does not count against you if you can't get online every day. And most of you that have reached out to me and that have told me that you're struggling, we've made a plan. So I'm not concerned about anybody really falling behind. But I do still want to challenge you. So today's news is kind of goofy. I wanted to keep it light, but also my spouse, Andy, was telling me about some cool stories that he's heard over the past week in terms of um, the environment and what's going on there because of social distancing. And I thought it was an interesting perspective. So I wanted to supply that for you. And so today's work, as always, it is a New York Times article. You can have it read to you by me if you don't want to read all the directions. I included an adorable video from YouTube that you should be able to see. I told you how many sentences things need to be when you're answering them, and I highlighted anywhere I'm expecting an answer. And then the article is linked here, and then I've also read it. So if you want to have it read to you, that's fine. The second section, I need you to give me 3 sentences per answer. Some of you told me 2 weeks ago that you couldn't get access to the articles. I put a little note over on the side that said you might have to log into the New York Times website, and you can just use your Google login to do that. And then the final part is kind of fun and doing a little bit of research of what we've got going on here in Wisconsin, making it a little bit more connected to what we have going on. Although you guys are reading from the New York Times, that doesn't always mean that they're only covering information and things that are going on in New York. So, for example, today's article takes place over across the ocean in Europe. So, just something to think about while you're working through this. You will have today and tomorrow to get it done. It'll be due tomorrow at 11:59 p.m. I'll be available at 8:30 this morning for a morning meeting. Oh, just kidding. That's not true. Actually, Monday mornings I can't because I have a staff meeting. So this morning I can't, but I will be available at 10 o'clock to work through the lesson. So for any of you that want the support and want to just work through it with me, you can do that at 10. And then I have a few individual one-on-one sessions available. Otherwise, I've had to change my afternoon office hours. I'm going to be changing them from they were 12:30 to 1:30, and now they're going to be 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock. Benjamin's been getting some therapy, and the only time that his therapist can meet with him is from 12 to 1. So now my afternoon office hours are going to be from 1 to 2. And then, of course, any other time that you want to chat with me, you can. Just email me or have your parents message me through the Talking Points app. And then 7:30 tonight, we're playing Uno. So lots of ways to get in touch. And actually, tonight, I'm kind of thinking that maybe I have another really fun game that I want to try out, but I need a lot of people to sign in. So get your butts online, come and hang out with me. And I'm excited to see what you find for this article today. I miss you all. I love you lots. Hopefully, you can find some happiness in this kind of crummy weather, and maybe still get outside and make a snowman, an April snowman. I'll talk to you all soon, and take care of yourselves and stay safe. Bye bye.